everyone. Right now I'm just going to go through a quick demo of my simple tower stacking game using Python and implementing the Pygame library. So right now we're going to try to launch that right now. As you can see, we have a title for the game called Castle Tower Stack. We have a background that's kind of medieval themed with some towers and some castles in the background. We also have a scoreboard on the bottom left hand corner, which I'll talk about in a sec. We also have a moving block, which is moving left and right and also moving downwards progressively as time goes on. And we have a base block to stack upon. So the whole point of the game is to essentially stack as many blocks as possible and to align them as much as possible as well. Because if you do not align them correctly, you lose some cross-sectional area where there was overhang. And as you stack more and more, your score increases, and your score is proportional to how many blocks you stacked and how aligned they were. And you probably also noticed that I kind of limited myself to a level of 3 blocks, and this is essentially because I don't want the tower to increase in height past the screen height. So something I want to implement later in my design is to have the background change as well as the tower is increasing in height. So it kind of gives the illusion that the tower is actually increasing. And if I were to miss the tower completely, we get a game over sign. And you're also probably wondering how I'm getting this block to drop. I'm pressing the spacebar on my keyboard to get it to drop. So if I were to press my spacebar at the most inconvenient time possible and miss the tower, we get that game over screen I was talking about. And it seems like I have a high score of 813, which is not that high. Hopefully I can do better next time. And if you were too frustrated with your score or didn't want to press this red X you can simply press Q on the keyboard and we can exit that game app. So right now I'm going to go through a quick overview of my code so you kind of have an understanding what's going on here. So we have the wall class, which is essentially the base block. Then we have the move wall class, which is that block that was moving left and right and down on the screen. We have the castle class, which is essentially all the methods behind the game. And then we have this simple class app Python file, which I'm using to launch the game and making the screen pop up so you can play it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and hope you liked it.